Egyptian secrets in the Vatican. Between myth and reality. Imagine standing before the towering walls of the Vatican, surrounded by majestic basilicas and marble corridors. Behind those walls, beyond the reach of the ordinary eyes, people have long imagined secret chambers. In popular imagination, these halls are filled with the Egyptian statues, papyri inscribed with mysterious knowledge, and relics brought from the land of the Nile centuries ago. Stories suggest the puppies of the centuries safeguarded these treasures, believing they held the wisdom of the ancient pharaohs, knowledge of the stars, ritual of life and death, and perhaps even the secrets of building the pyramids. Could the Vatican truly be the guardian of the forgotten Egyptian mysteries? For centuries, writers and storytellers have woven tales about what might lie hidden in the Vatican's vaults. Some imagine papyri written in hieroglyphs, revealing cosmic truths about creation and the afterlife. Others believe the knowledge was deliberately locked away, considered too dangerous or too disruptive to the Christian faith. In these stories, the Vatican becomes not only the heart of Catholicism, but also a secret museum of global civilization. In popular culture, the idea of hidden pharaonic treasures resurfaces again and again. Documentaries and novels play with the stories that texts inside the Vatican link ancient Egyptian religion to later traditions, suggesting a continuous chain of wisdom spanning thousands of years. The imagery is powerful. Egyptian statues resting under the Vatican's vaults, papyri alongside biblical manuscripts and guardians ensuring the knowledge never falls into the wrong hand. The reality, however, is far more grounded, yet still fascinating. The Vatican does possess one of the greatest libraries in the world, the Vatican Library, official, founded in 1475. It houses over 75,000 manuscripts and around 1.1 million printed books. Alongside it stands the Vatican Apostolic Archive, formerly known as a secret archive. Here, the term secret comes from the Latin sectorum, meaning private rather than the hidden in a mysterious sense. The Apostolic Archive contains papal correspondence, state treaties, and church documents spanning centuries. But what about the Egyptian treasures? Contrary to legend, there are no pharaonic statues or hieroglyphic papyri secretly stored away. What does exist is something equally remarkable: the Bodmer Papyri, discovered in Egypt's Dishna desert in 1952. These papyri are written in Greek and Coptic. They belong to the era of the early Christianity, not the Pharaonic age. Among them is the Papyri 75, which preserves portions of the Gospels of Luke and John dating back to the 3rd century. Another Bodmer 8 contains the Epistles of Peter. These papyri eventually became part of the Vatican Library collection, preserved as invaluable evidence of the Christian world's early history. Beyond manuscripts, Egypt does leave visible marks on the Vatican. Several obelisks, originally raised in ancient Egypt, were transported to Rome during the Roman Empire. One of them stands today in St. Peter's Square, a silent witness to the cultural connections stretching back millennia. Although these monuments arrived in Rome long before the Vatican existed as a religious center, their presence adds to the aura of mystery linking Egypt and the heart of Catholicism. In conclusion, we are left with two stories. The legend, secret halls in the Vatican, hiding pharaonic treasures and forgotten wisdom. The reality, a world-class library and archive, preserving Christian manuscripts including the papyri discovered in Egypt, but from the early Christian era rather than times of the pharaohs. The enduring mystery lies in what remains inaccessible. Much of the Vatican's material is restricted to scholars, which fuels speculation and fantasy. And so the myth continues to live alongside the facts, blending imagination with history. The lingering question is this: will the day ever come with all the treasures of the Vatican are revealed to the world? Until then, the myth will thrive, and the Vatican, like the pyramids themselves, will remain a place where mysteries and reality intertwine.